Salut guys, it's your boy Toby, and today I want to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 7 beta. I want to start with the raw data. I played around 4.5 hours in multiplayer mode and 2 hours in zombie mode. So this video is more about multiplayer, but if you ask me a couple of words about zombie mode, I will tell you that this feels like Black Ops 6 experience, but with 2 extra enemies. One of them is golem-like creature and second one is mini-boss that looks like a bear. Let's go back to multiplayer, and gameplay-wise it feels like Black Ops 6, but a slower pace Black Ops 6. And this is not a nonsense, because both games basically working on same engine version, and in this case I can actually try to defend Triarch, and I guess it's not that hard to understand the way they did this. It's because of maintenance of Warzone, and it's easier to just do everything on one version of engine. Short summary: HUD looks cool, gunplay feels satisfying. Movement, from my point of view, has 2 minor problems. One of them is tactical aiming while you're sliding. It feels like it's laggy or something. I don't know how to explain, you must experience it. It feels like somebody stole some frames and it's not smooth enough. And second one is more personalized, because I didn't like wall jumps. For me, they're feeling not consistent, and I would prefer double jumps instead of wall jumps. Also, I'm not against this type of thing, but they need to change something to improve experience of using this mechanic. The core gameplay looks solid, but there is one thing that ruins it all. If you know what it is, you can write down a comment right now and try to guess it. We will come to this a little later. But now let's talk about map design and maps overall. Visually, all maps look good, but from my perspective, quick remark, I'm not a game designer or map designer. There are the 3 key problems with all new maps. One of the problems was the doors, but they already fixed it, so let's move to the next one, and the next one is dead bodies everywhere. Maybe you will ask me, why is this a problem? And I will ask you, what are the chances that you would mistake a corpse asset for a real enemy? I guess the answer will be not a 0%. Especially in a dynamic game like Call of Duty. I understand that this creates an immersive effect, but placing such assets is more appropriate in single-player games rather than for an esports shooter. Quick solution: just get rid of these bodies and replace them with blood trails or something like that. Finally, let's talk about the last problem of the new maps, and that is dynamic objects. The first object is the rotating walls. It's a cool feature, but it would be better if the base that causes the movement were smaller. Sometimes there were situations where you're aiming and moving to the right, but in reality you're still standing because of the rotation. The second object is a container rotating in a circle. It's just a random element that doesn't add anything and sometimes even gets in the way. Why not make it static so you can jump onto it from both sides in any case? I don't know, just ask developers, I guess. After everything I've said, let me talk about the overall gameplay experience. Right after the launching, I felt like SBMM was turned up to the maximum. By the way, SBMM is what I mentioned earlier, the thing that ruins everything. In the first 2 matches, I ran into sweaty gamepad players who tried to lure me over to the roller side with their killcams. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. After playing at that pace for a couple of hours, I felt like quitting the game and taking a long break. And on top of it, I got into a lobby with 2 cheaters who didn't even bother shooting through walls. Next came a stream, an attempt to go to sleep, and pain. Pain for my nervous system. I didn't want to get back into the game. But then developers opened the Open Mosh Pit playlist, and it completely changed everything. I actually enjoyed it for the first time since Black Ops 2. Unfortunately, it didn't change my overall opinion. I'm not going to buy this game for $70. Especially considering that Battlefield 6 is coming out this Friday. By the way, I'm going to stream it on my Twitch and Kick channels at 3 PM UTC, so I'll be glad to see you on my stream. What more can be said about the current Call of Duty? Well, good luck with the next part. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Toby out.